step by step on how to build a fire reflector wall for in a survival situation. So step one will be the basic four posts about 2 to 3 inches thick, or not 2 to 3 inches, about an inch to 2 inch thick, and then have them spread by widthwise anywhere from a foot or half a foot to a foot. Now you can take your, you gotta make it a wall. So what happens when you make it a wall? You have to bring it over, and you have to go over as far as you need to, and then you have to put your other 2 stakes. That should be approximately the same height, not exactly the same height, but approximately. Now that since this is only step one, you can tell that these have been made and kind of cut to look nice, and it already is. But next you want to take your boughs and all that stuff, and you want to kind of clean up these larger logs that you have, and you got to put those all inside there. So you need to be able to fit 2 or 3 of those there to make sure the wind does stay out, and cut off all those little teeny tiny stubs from your branches as well. Now this here is very helpful for keeping the wind off you inside a camp as well. But this here will keep your fire nice and warm, but make sure it is wet wood, because wet wood doesn't burn as fast. It takes longer for the wood to dry out, and when the wood dries out, then it can burn. So make sure you don't have it exactly beside the fire, but maybe a foot away from the fire. Next step, you can keep stacking to the very top, and you can build it as high as you want, but a foot is where it should be rather respectful and easier to keep track of. Now, your shelter, you can put them on the other side of your shelter to keep the wind from going through your shelter if you just built a crude shelter to get you through the night. And this here could keep you alive for a little bit longer. These here can be very thick if need be. But step 3 would be to definitely make it so you position your fire away from your reflector wall, and make sure that your fire is closer to the middle between your shelter and your fire reflecting wall. This will maximize the amount of heat that stays inside your camp other than flowing with the wind. Once you do that and you have your shelter, clean up your camp and throw leaves in on the side that the wind's coming towards, and pack the leaves and boughs down, layer it, leaves, fir boughs if you have them, leaves, fir boughs, and make it so it goes easier over your actual wall. This will make it easier for you and your fire to stay warm, because the wind won't be cutting through. If you do make a wall almost all the way across from where the wind is blowing from across your camp, and even make it like a horseshoe and do that, you have a better chance of having a warmer camp than you are when you don't have this wall. This wall is harder to make by hand, but it is actually much easier to build. It is actually much easier to build in person. Most people would think that it's really extremely hard. Everything's heavy. You have to cut down trees, but no, it's not that hard. I mean, this took me about a half hour to build with my friend, but we did have a chainsaw, and it kind of made things easier. Chainsaws and axes. So that kind of made things easy for us. But out when it's in the survival, you don't have that kind of stuff with you. So I say that it is a much easier resource that you use deadwood. Deadwood is probably much lighter and easier to use. But you got to make sure that it's wet, not too rotted, and you got to also make sure that it's also the right length and width. Now your log should be approximately half the size. A log should be approximately half the size of your gap, so you can fit two in and stack it all up along the wall. This is where it gets a little trickier. Now as it gets taller, you got to make sure that your posts aren't weak, because if one post breaks, then your wall falls down. We ran into this problem once or twice with our posts, and it kind of aggravated us. And we were still filling it up, as you could see from the pile in just behind there. And I hope that everybody really seems to understand that it is much easier to just fill it halfway and see how high up on it is to you and where your fire pit is. Now, since your fire pit should actually be dug into the ground a little bit, so you can stop fire from spreading that easily and surrounded by rocks, should tell you one thing. But there's no such thing as a normal person. Well, there's no such thing as a normal person or normal thing going with it, I guess, so to speak. It is it can be, I guess it's not that normal, but it's alright normal. Difficulty can range anywhere from 1 to 10, depending on how high you're building it, where you're building it, how you're building it. But it is a very good thing to have. This is still in construction, but this is showing you what the wall should look like. Having your actual leaves and fir boughs on the other side is just an added precaution to make sure that the wind stays out of your camp in that area.
Hey guys, it's me. My friend didn't want to be on video, so I kind of made an instructional video through narration myself. I hope this helped you. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if necessary. If not working out, feel free to let me know. I just don't want to see any foul language or anything saying that it doesn't work or it's not this or it's not that. Be respectful about it. I kind of gave the instructional video on the way that I was told how to do it and the way I've done it before. It works for me. You can modify it so it'll work for you. You can modify it so it'll work for whatever situation necessary. It is survival, so you use what you got on hand. But other than that, no, that's a very important and useful thing to have out there in the wilderness when you are trying to light a fire. Just make sure you follow the fire safety code and regulation, because following safety regulation ensures your safety and the safety of everybody else around you, or the area in the wilderness around you as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll try to get another video out to you guys soon, within the next week or two. If you want to see more videos like this, just let me know in the comments below. I want to see a thumbs up, lots of thumbs up. I'm always open to suggestion from anybody who views this, mostly because people who do this are actually very great. I want you guys to be heard. I don't want little things I don't do things on my own. I want my viewers to understand where I'm coming from, and I want you guys to understand how it's done out in the field. And I'm going to get more videos made like this, not like this in the sense, but you know what I mean. So just leave me a like, comment, or subscribe, you know, the easy stuff. And constructive criticism always works, no negativity. If it doesn't work for you, if you're going out camping and you're on your own, make it work. Find something that'll help you work. Make it bigger, make it taller, make it wider, put more leaves or something on it. Make it so it actually works, because it doesn't work in every situation, and it sometimes doesn't work because you use the wrong kind of wood. Alright, bye guys, thanks, and as always, stay safe.